To follow developing news this evening after the FBI warning of plans for armed protests across the nation beginning this week and leading up to the presidential inauguration.
Western Mass News reporter Lindsay Kane is live in our downtown studios with more details. Lindsay?
Kristen Jordan, the FBI says armed protests are being planned all across the nation. I spoke with local leaders who say violent protesters will not be tolerated.
The FBI releasing a statement saying they are aware of plans for armed protests in all 50 state capital cities on, before, or after the inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden. Western Mass News reached out to the FBI Boston division. They say they are not in possession of any intelligence indicating any planned armed protests at the 4 state capitals in their area of responsibility. That's Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island from January 17th through the 20th. Massachusetts State Police says in part, MSP are aware of many general statements that have been made online regarding potential protest activity, including one posting calling for peaceful armed protest in all 50 state capitals. That was the basis for an FBI bulletin. Today, we are aware of no specific threat to government venues or to public safety generally in Massachusetts. State Senator Eric Lesser tells Western Mass News, while people have the right to peacefully protest, there are limits.
Frankly, I think any open display of weapons is far beyond what a civilized conversation about politics should be about in this country. And frankly, in our state and in Massachusetts, that will not be tolerated.
State Senator John VELIS says the whole world is now watching after the events on Capitol Hill last Wednesday.
The people that are laughing harder than anybody is our adversaries out there in the world. There couldn't be a worse showcase to the world than what happened.
And he says the First Amendment will not protect people who are anything but peaceful.
Anybody who goes beyond that and enters the realm of a violent protest should be arrested and should be prosecuted. There's absolutely no place for that.
Local military expert Gary Lafort says the timing of these potential protests is not a coincidence with talks about impeaching President Trump.
Be it they forward it to the Senate for action or they delay it to a future date, that is not going to help the situation. That is just going to intensify the current situation that we have on hand.
I also reached out to Springfield Police Department spokesperson Ryan Walsh, who says there is no evidence that anything is being planned in the city. Live in Springfield, Lindsay Kane, Western Mass News.